Hello again, everybody. Glad you had an opportunity to hook up with us today. And you know, one of the things I like to do, I've received some comments about the 8 essential disarms, and if you look elsewhere, you'll be able to find the video that refers to the 8 essential disarms. But a few people have contacted me and asked how to integrate those 8 essential disarms into movement that truly becomes instinctive. In other words, how to take ownership of them so you can use them at will. And I thought that was a great question. And you know, there's many ways that I've devised over the years to create instinctive movement. But when somebody asked a specific question about this, I thought it out a little bit, and I came up with this as something that I think will really be on point to the question. So let's revisit the 8 essential disarms real quickly. Chris attacks me, and this is the first disarm, and we're doing a cobra disarm against his wrist. He comes the opposite side. I'm doing the same disarm. This is a cobra from the inside to the outside. Okay? And if you want to see more detail on that, go to the 8 essential disarm video. We're just refreshing your memory so we can tie all this together in the current video. The next move is he attacks, I check, and this is a cobra from the outside to the inside. So that's move number 3. Move number 4 is basically the same thing, opposite side, cobra on the inside. And move number 5 is a crane move against a projecting straight in attack. Crane, releasing. And I'll give you a second view of that just so you have it. If Chris attacks me from here, he comes forward and in, I block, and I strip the weapon loose. If he stays in this position and attacks once again, same move from the opposite side, release. So that's moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 and 8 are cutting moves, which is basically a cobra, same type of cobra move, but he's attacking a little bit higher. And I'm up high. You can actually see I can do a strike or an eye move as I do this, and I drop it down. It's almost like a combination of scissors and cobra. He comes to the other side, and I can hit, same thing, power disarm. And if I want to follow up with something, I can. That's within the realm of possibility. So file those away. Those are the essential 8 disarms that you want to incorporate in your motion. Now we're going to go to a different topic, and then we're going to tie it all together in just a second. Next topic is the flow drill. The flow drill looks like this. There's actually a video on this elsewhere. You can check it. 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is explained in a separate video. It's called the flow drill. Check that out for detail. We're going to take that, except now he's doing the flow drill, and instead of me using a stick to react, I'm going to use my hands and develop proper positioning and hand placement so that I can use the disarms as the next step. So he goes over the top with the first move. 1, I counter, he comes in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we relax for a second. That almost looks like push hands, and in a very realistic way, practically speaking, it's like push hands that you're developing the ability to control the attacker and to set up openings for yourself. Now, once you get comfortable with that, working empty hand against the incoming stick, he starts anywhere within that pattern, and I have to develop the ability just to be ready for whatever's coming in. So here, and I just pick up the pattern. Okay, he disengages, and then he starts anew. Anywhere within the pattern, starts again. Doesn't matter where he starts, okay? Doesn't matter where he starts. If he's in the pattern, I now have the ability to react with confidence. We disengage, he comes in again, in and down. And you work the flow drill with him doing spontaneous starts within the flow drill, basically trying to trick you up, and then you develop the ability to respond instinctively to whatever's happening there. And after you do that for a week or so, you get very comfortable with the whole flow so that you begin to see the spaces that allow you to affect the 8 essential disarms. So let's take a look at how that develops. In slow motion, he comes over the top. 1, disarm. This time, he comes over the top. I don't act on that. I counter, he comes underneath, and I do the disarm here. Comes over the top again, I delay, counter, I delay, I come in, he counters, and I do the disarm here. Now you can do variations or permutations of this. So he comes over the top, and I go outside this time. And you can see I'm using the same essential disarms that we discussed just a few minutes ago. Comes over the top, I can use the crane disarm. Comes over the top, I can vary it into other things. Comes over the top, I counter, cuts underneath, I can do cobra disarm. Cuts underneath, I can do cobra disarm other side. Cuts underneath, I can do crane disarm as we talked before. I can go back and across crane disarm. So you're beginning to see how all these moves and concepts begin to thread together. And then as you get better at it, you just do whatever is in your mind. At any point in time, he attacks, you just relax the whole time. Okay, doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what attack he starts with. You can just do it. So you have a great chance to develop a lot of really high-level techniques in a simple drill. Okay? So I think you got the idea. Now, we're not doing this as rocket science. We're not trying to do this as perfection. We're just making this up as we go along and sharing what we're doing with you to give you some ideas and also to have some entertainment value, just to give you something to do to get your mind thinking about what potential directions you can follow as you explore these concepts and ideas. As always, I hope you enjoy it, and if you ever have any thoughts or questions or suggestions for the future, feel free to contact me and let me know. Have a good day.